Hello everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jaclyn and in today's video, I'm bringing you the review of the brand new Rustic Glam palette and the Prisma Glow by Dominique Cosmetics. But before we get started, and if you're new here, please consider to subscribe to my channel and ring that little notification bell so you get to know whenever I upload new videos. And also come and follow me on my Instagram. I would love to see you there. And now if you're ready to know how I achieved this makeup look using the Rustic Glam palette and the Prisma Glow, just keep on watching. Okay my friends, so Christen Dominique again surprised us with another launch, and it's the Dominique Cosmetics Rustic Glam palette. And I don't know, lately she has been dropping some new goodies without building so much hype, like without doing too many sneak peeks. I mean, she has done a little bit of sneak peeks here and there on Instagram, but she didn't even make a video until the day before the launch, which I'm actually filming the day that this product launches on her website and on Sephora. Also, some Sephora stores, they will have it available. In fact, I went today morning to my Sephora store and picked it up there. And then a couple weeks ago, I also got her new Prisma Glow, and this is kind of like a highlighter palette. This palette right here, you're able to find it now also at Sephora online, and some Sephora stores, they also have this Prisma Glow palette. So we will be testing these two beautiful palettes out. So let's take a closer peek of the Rustic Glam palette. The sleeve outside, it has embossed the D and C, that's the Dominique Cosmetics logo. And the packaging is kind of like a metallic with a little bit of a texture. It seems like it's kind of like, you know, reflection of the ocean. Really beautiful blue shade. And then on the back of the palette, you will see the different eyeshadows. It comes with 12 eyeshadows and you will see them right here on the back. It gives you the ingredients. You have about 12 months of life on this palette after opening it. Now the weight of each eyeshadow is 1.4 grams times the 12 different eyeshadows, which it is a little bit above average of product. And this palette is also made in United States. Now when we take out the sleeve, we will unveil Rustic Glam. I actually really love the design. The actual cover, it says Rustic Glam and it's embossed in gold. And actually the design reminds me a lot of like kind of like Greek culture. It's really pretty. It gives me vacation vibes right there. And then when you open it up, well, let me take out the sleeve. It has a little protected sleeve. The palette comes with a nice size mirror, and the mirror is a little bit different than the common type of mirror. It's really large and big, but as you can see right here, the way that it ends on those pointy corners, I think they are fun. And now this is the new type of pants that Dominique Cosmetics has been doing, and actually the shades are really beautiful. I was able to kind of like a sneak peek on Instagram this palette. I was able to get not my hands on it, but at least see it in person, and I couldn't swatch it then, so I'm just dying into swatching it. And now this palette, just for reference, costs $44, and that's kind of like the average price for an eyeshadow palette right now. I mean, along those lines of, for example, a Anastasia Beverly Hills type of palette, I think it's along that price. So now let me show you some swatches of this palette. Okay, my friends, so let me give you some swatches right here. This shade right here is the first one on the palette. Is this shade called Fringe. Right over here, it pretty much doesn't show my skin, or is very close to my skin tone. And then you can see all the different blues. This is kind of like that green shade right over here, and all of the shades actually swatch fairly well, to be honest with you. I'm very impressed with this black shade right here with the glitter. It looks super pretty, as well as this shade right here. These two right here are shimmer shades, and this is a foil shade. They have some green antique gold tone, super pretty. This shade right here too, it's another foil shade, and it's just so beautiful, really beautiful metallic shade. The black one right here has some blue glitter in it, and then this light kind of light blue. Also have a little bit of glitter, kind of like a silver baby blue glitter. And then this shade right here, which is kind of like a magenta shade, it has a little bit of like pink glitter too. Now this shade over here is actually very powdery. It's the shade Free Spirit. I don't know if you can see on my pan. I just put my finger on it very gently, and that it just went all over. It seems to be a drier formula. And then this shade right here, Dreamcatcher, it's just such a beautiful, very unique shade. I haven't seen a shade like this before. And also that Evil Eye is a shade that, you know, you don't see a lot on different palettes. My favorites, to be honest with you, is this Moonchild, and it's gorgeous. Wonderlust, Gypsy, they're just so gorgeous, and these two are just grabbing my attention. I don't know what eye look I'm gonna end up doing today, but let's just get it started and let me get you closer. Right now I just have some concealer and setting powder on my lids, and now I'm gonna go with the first shade in the palette called Fringe, and I'm gonna be using a Sigma E35 brush. It's just a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna take it all over the lid. And as you can tell, as soon as I dip in it, it's a little bit powdery, as you can tell. Next, I'm gonna go into the shade Desert Queen. Is this shade right here at the bottom. It has a little bit of an orange tint to it. Oof, and again, very, very powdery. I don't know if you can see it right there, but it's super powdery. And you can tell how much my brush grabbed of that shadow. And I'm gonna apply it on the lower area of my eyelid. Next, with a Sonia G Blender Pro brush, I'm gonna dip into the shade Suede right here. And I'm just gonna keep this shade very close to my lash line. Next, with a JH38 brush, I'm gonna dip into this shade Dreamcatcher right over here, and I'm gonna put it close to my inner corner, and I'm just gonna start building it in right here. Next, I'm gonna go back to that shade Desert Queen. And I'm going to be using the same brush by Zoeva. It is a 227 brush by Zoeva. It's the same one that I was using before. The same shadow. And I'm just going to blend in the edges of that blue shade. Next, with a pencil brush by Sigma, the E30, I'm going to dip into the shade Moonchild. And I'm going to tap it really well because the brush picked up a lot of product. And I'm going to basically line my lashes. I want to try to actually wet it with some Fix Plus. Oh, there you go. Wet, it's a lot better. I actually just wet this brush right here, that JH38, and I'm gonna go back into the shade Dreamcatcher right here. And I'm gonna apply it wet on that inner corner just to emphasize it just a little more. I'm gonna go back to the shade Suede with the Sonia G Blender Pro. And I'm gonna blend in the blue shade at the bottom. And I'm gonna deepen out my outer V and kind of create like a wing. Now, with another pencil brush, I'm gonna go to the shade Evil Eye, and I'm gonna apply it on my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna wet this shade too to see what's the opacity that it will give me. Although it's a matte shade, it's not a shimmer shade. I don't know if it will help to kind of like make the shade pop a little more. Now with with a smaller brush, I'm going to go back to that shade Desert Queen. And I'm just going to apply it on my lower lash line near to that shade Evil Queen. I'm deepening out this area right here with the shade Suede. Okay, my friends, I'm gonna finish my other eye, apply some mascara, maybe lashes, maybe not, maybe I need lashes here, and then come back to show you the final eye look. So now I have finished with my eyeshadow look. I only apply some mascara, that's all what I did, and then my waterline with this Marc Jacobs, I think it's called Odyssey liner. It's kind of like a blue, pool blue liner, almost into the turquoise, just to kind of like accent a little bit the blue that I have already down. And now I want to try this Prisma Glow highlighter palette by Dominique Cosmetics, and I received it, like I said, a couple weeks ago. I didn't have the time to do a full review on it. There has been so many launches lately that is being a little bit hard, but it comes like this with a mirror, and then inside you have 4 different highlighters. This right here is called a skin gloss, and it's basically a base for your actual highlighter. And we see a lot of products right now doing this kind of like cream product, and then on top you can go with the other products. So I'm gonna swatch them really quick for you. So here are the shades from the Prisma Glow. So here is the skin gloss, then Golden Hour, then Fire Glow, which is a kind of like a pink coral shade, and then pink shade that is more of an icy pink type of highlighter. Now this palette retails for $36. It comes with 3.5 grams of product per pan, so times 4 pans, and it's made here in United States. It's cruelty free, and shelf life is 12 months after opening. Now this palette, again, you can find it at Sephora.com. Some Sephora stores will have it, and also at Dominique Cosmetics. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of the skin gloss on my cheekbones, and there you go. It's really pretty. Actually, you can wear it just by itself because it does have a lot of payoff. Really, really beautiful. Apply a little bit more right here. Again, we are seeing all these type of base for your highlighter, and I think it's just, you know, it's not that you need it, but it's another form of product of this layering system type of thing. We see it on the Natasha Denona palette, for example. Just gonna apply a little bit more right here. So I think I want to go with this shade Fire Glow, and I'm just gonna use this ColourPop F5 brush. So this is a shade Fire Glow. I'm just gonna apply it over top. Okay, there you go. I don't know if you can see, but it's super glowy. At least in person, it's really pretty and glowy. Apply a little bit more right here. You see that glow? It's so pretty. I mean, you can go literally overboard with this. Fairly easy. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade Pink Haze on my inner corner, and this has a little bit of glitter. I mean, it shows at least a little bit more the glitter than the other ones. I'm just applying it dry, and the brush that I'm using is a JH42. Okay, it doesn't show a lot, but it's there. Let me see, I'm gonna go first with the skin gloss on one side, and then I'm gonna dab into the Pink Haze and see if that will give me a better payoff. Yep, now we're talking. So yeah, definitely you will need to use that skin gloss. I think you will get a better payoff of that Pink Haze shade. And I'm using it right here because on the Rustic Glam palette, there is not really a shade to give a highlight on your inner corner. It's not that you need it, you know, it's just something that, you know, it amplifies the look. And I'm gonna use the same shade on my brow bone. Again, I'm deepening in the skin gloss and then going on pink haze. Okay, perfect. I'm liking it actually a lot. Now I'm going to be using a little bit of this skin gloss right here on my color. I'm applying first the skin gloss, and I'm going to go with this shade Golden Hour with this Luxie highlighter brush. So this is Golden Hour, and I'm just going to apply it right there. See how it looks? I don't know, I think I like Fire Glow better, but let's see how it looks on the shoulders. So I'm gonna go again with the shade Golden Hour now on my shoulder and see. I mean, the skin glow looks pretty. I'm applying now Fire Glow. Yeah, I think Fire Glow gives the most out of these. And there you go, there's Fire Glow. Now for the finish touch, I'm gonna go with this Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade Lip Gloss. And I got this last year. This is actually Lunch with a Lemonade palette. I do have that too, it's very pretty. And it smells so good. Like sweet, but not super sweet. Okay, my friends, so here is the final look using the Rustic Glam eyeshadow palette by Christen Dominique and the Prisma Glow palette. Okay, my friends, now to my final thoughts about the Rustic Glam palette. I think it's a very beautiful curated palette. To be honest with you, it's very powdery, all the matte shades. So it comes with 7 matte shades, and the ones that I used, they were really powdery. They are not very firmly pressed, but they have also a lot of pigmentation, which that is really good. So you get a lot of payoff for your matte shadows, and you can build them up. So the way that I will apply these shadows, if you're trying to use it for just one type of look, is maybe first like pack it in and then blend them slowly. I think that would be the best way to apply them. Now, as far as the shimmer shades, at least the ones that I tried, this one, Dreamcatcher, is not really a shimmer shade. It's more like a matte with some glitter in it. But I was able to put it in my inner dark and actually spray it with Fix Plus, and it actually gave a lot of payoff. This Evil Eye shade right here, it was okay. I wish it could give me that vibrant pigmentation that it showed here on the palette, but it's okay. Now this over here, definitely use it wet, and you can apply it as an eyeliner, or it can be like for a very smoky look. It will look amazing. I'm sure these shades right here are more of a foil, kind of like a metallic foil shade with not much of a glitter. And another thing to point out is that I did not have any fallout using these eyeshadows. The only thing that I see a little, it was the glitter going down from this shade right here, which is not a lot. It's very, very minimal. And I think this palette is bringing us something very different and really colorful for this summer. It actually really recalls me as Santorini or Mykonos, with all those beautiful shades, the shades kind of like of the buildings, of the water, and then of the sand. I don't know, you just have a really beautiful vibe, and also of the culture. So I'm not sure if she was inspired about, you know, like Greek culture, but that's the vibe that it's giving me. Now, as far as the Prisma Glow, I really like it. The package is not really bulky, it's little, but the shape, obviously it's a lot of dead space inside, but it's nothing that really bothers me a lot. I really love the skin gloss by itself, and then I love the Fire Glow. So if she comes with these two things along aside, I will be getting it because I love these two. Now the Golden Hour, I don't know, it didn't give me much of an impact, which I was surprised to, but I I mean, that's not a killer. I think the shade that steals the show for me is Fire Glow. I think with a tan, it will look amazing. Maybe this golden hour will be a little bit better for those who have a deeper skin tone. And then Pink Haze, it also didn't have too much punch to it. And definitely you will need to use it with a skin gloss right here. This shade right here, it will be more suited for those who have fair to light skin tones. This is, you know, okay, I have a light to medium skin tone and it worked really, really beautiful. So I'm fine with that. And then the golden hour one, maybe for those who have a darker skin tone, it will show a lot more. So, I mean, I think you have seen everything on application. Okay, my friends, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave the comments down below. Let me know whether you're planning to pick up these palettes or not. And please, before you leave, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. You will find here great content from reviews, swatches, demos, eye looks, I mean, everything that has to do with beauty. So please give me an opportunity, subscribe to my channel, ring that notification bell, and until the next time, you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye. Okay. To be honest with you, it's very